Is there a territory in Antarctica being hidden from the public that has a population of 11.2 million people? A territory inhabited by people of mostly German descent with advanced technologies you and I can't even imagine? A territory that has a community of people that have had to adapt and learn to live in the icy environment? According to some theorists, yes, this place absolutely exists, and it's known as New Swabia. But Germans call it New Schwabenland. It was actually the third German Antarctic expedition, and it was led by Alfred Richter, a captain in the German Navy. The main purpose was to find an area in Antarctica for a German whaling station, as a way to increase Germany's production of fat. Whale oil was the most important raw material for the production of margarine and soap in Germany at this time. This made it the second largest purchaser of Norwegian whale oil, importing 200,000 tons annually. Besides the disadvantage of depending on imports, it was thought that Germany would soon be at war, which was considered to put too much strain on Germany's foreign currency reserves. Another goal was to scout possible locations for a German naval base. It was on the 17th of December 1938 when the New Swabia expedition left Hamburg for Antarctica aboard the MS Schwabenland. This freighter was unique in that it could also catapult aircraft. The secret expedition had 33 members plus Schwabenland's crew of 24. And on January 19th, 1939, they landed on Queen Maud Land, which had been claimed by Norway. German flags were placed on the sea ice along the coast, naming the area after the ship. The expedition established a temporary base, and in the following weeks, teams walked along the coast, recording the claims on hills and other significant landmarks. 7 photographic survey flights were made by the ship's 2 seaplanes. About a half a dozen 1.2 meter or 3.9 feet long aluminum arrows with 30 centimeter steel cones and 3 upper stabilizer wings were airdropped onto the ice at turning points of the flight polygons. None of these arrows were ever recovered. 8 more flights were made to areas of keen interest, and on these trips, some of the photos were taken with color film. Altogether, they flew over hundreds of thousands of square kilometers and took more than 16,000 photographs. According to history, the Germans never returned to the territory to establish any sort of claim or base, but some think otherwise. It's speculated that they actually found a warm spot in New Swabia and established a base there, mainly underground in a cave network heated by geothermal vents. And it's said that in this elaborate network of caves, they stumbled upon ancient alien technology, which gave them the ability to build a craft like the world had never seen, a circular-shaped craft that used anti-gravity for its propulsion system. And during the entirety of the war, they continued to build on this base. According to a declassified document from Great Britain, after the war they sent an expedition there that supposedly blew the cave shut. And during this skirmish, according to the British soldiers that survived, they ran into what they called super soldiers, or hybrids. So it's believed not only were they building anti-gravity aircraft, they were experimenting with human chimera. And even though the British soldiers thought they blew the cave shut, many believe that they didn't succeed. From there, they went on to establish a community and grow, staying out of world conflicts and keeping mostly to themselves. Given the icy conditions of the continent, they had to establish new technologies in order to survive, like geothermal energy. They had to develop highly efficient geothermal energy systems. These systems harness the heat from the Earth's core, providing a sustainable and eco-friendly energy source for heating, electricity, and other power needs. And they also used advanced greenhouse agriculture to sustain a large population. They used sophisticated greenhouse technologies with automated climate control and hydroponic systems, enabling them to cultivate a variety of crops in the harsh Antarctic climate. They also had to have climate-adaptive architecture. The buildings and structures in New Swabia could be designed not only to withstand extreme cold and winds, but also to adapt to changing weather conditions. This included insulated and heated walls, retractable roofs to take advantage of the natural sunlight, and foundations designed to cope with shifting ice. They also had to establish snow and ice manipulation devices to navigate and modify their icy environment. New Swabians had developed technology to efficiently melt, move, and reshape snow and ice. Everything from large-scale ice sculpting machines to personal devices for clearing pathways or creating structures. And taking into account the surface conditions, they had to establish underground transportation networks. That's a key feature of their travel. This involved high-speed maglev trains, subterranean tunnels, and elevators connecting different levels of the civilization. So not only had they established a civilization on the top of the surface, but they had to establish an underground civilization as well. Now, I'm not saying this absolutely exists, but here's some supposed currency from New Schwabenland, dating 2014. Here's some more currency with a UFO on it, saying German Antarctic. The reason it's so well hidden is because they established a sort of geofence or a frequency jammer around the entirety of the city, so things like Google Earth or radars can't pick them up. I'm going to show you some footage from Google Earth Street View from a TikToker. They claim that the geofence was down and they were able to establish that New Swabia actually exists. Check this out. This is one of the cities.
The cities of
The geofence was down.
do not exist as long as they are not seen.
As long as they are not seen.
But you get through the frequency fence,
Frequency fence.
the whole new world opens up.
Are you kidding me? Could you
Last
imagine
weekend,
it?
frequency fence went down, and almost all of
This is an
Antarctica,
entire community, an
mainly
entire city.
Swabia.
Could this hold truth?
Believe it, this is Antarctica.
Is it real? You tell me.
Grab popcorn,
Grab your popcorn.
frequency fence down.
Now I went and checked there. There is a street view there, but you cannot see anything. Apparently, geofence went down. We were able to. Is it real? It's very intriguing to say the least. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. So what do y'all think? Could there be a civilization that was established in Antarctica in World War II and is still thriving today, more than 75 years later? Keep watching, stay tuned, stay in the love, stay in the light, be kind to others, and let me know what you think in the comments. I am out.